welcome to About Last Night, your home for all things I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here from The Sun and thesun.co.uk. I'm Felicity Cross, Deputy TV Editor for The Sun, and you can join me here every day on Australia's Gold Coast with all the news, views and opinions from the show as the celebrities head into their second week in camp. So another day, another row from Nella. Now, this is one she potentially doesn't realise that she's involved in, but she is. She just can't help it, can she? So her and Josie had a conversation in camp where they talked about how they loved the fact that in the camp it was the men doing all the work. Nella said they're real men. They're doing all the hunter-gathering while us women just bring the vibes. Now, it's all very tongue-in-cheek. Her and Josie are laughing about it. Nella says, I love it here. There's real men, the Hercules kind. All we're here for is bearing children and bringing vibes. I'm paraphrasing here. She also said, she made a joke about this is what the suffragettes campaigned for. Now, as we know, I'm a Celebrity viewers love to jump on things, and they've jumped on this. So Nella, it comes off the back of her making these controversial comments about Fred and Dadgate, where she was incredibly sensitive about something which seems so small. So now this is big for her to throw around, sort of real men being the kind of people who go and collect wood and do these physical tasks. It's not that kind of woke narrative which she previously was on that kind of track for. So everyone on Twitter is up in arms about this already. So just to quote a few people, Dan says, wow, Nella, in one statement about real men, you push progression in male mental health back a good few years. Then we have a user here who says that Nella and Josie have embarrassed themselves with the real men comments. Lots of talk about men's mental health. A lot of people very angry about these comments. Now look, it was obvious that they both said it in tongue-in-cheek way. But it's a difficult one, as we've said before, you know, when these conversations are happening around the camp. It means that we're all talking about them the next day at work, when we've watched them on the commute on the way in. And certainly, if you saw this conversation reversed, you know, oh, those are real women doing the cooking. Oh, she's a real woman because she's cleaning. That would not go down well. So look, I think it's going to be one we're going to be talking about for a while again from Nella. I feel like we've only just got over Dadgate, but she's back in that news cycle again. Hey, she's a YouTuber. This is what they do. They talk. They create discussions. So I think we're going to have the Nella show again. Also up for debate in camp was more around Brexit. So Fred and Nigel, neither are letting it go. And that's fine because it's a big topic which they both obviously passionately care about. You could tell though that the other campmates are starting to feel a little bit jaded by it. You know, they always say, don't they, at dinner parties, you don't talk about politics. And this is the ultimate dinner party, isn't it? They're all sat around that camp. ITV, to be fair on them, they're doing a good job of airing these discussions. It is, I guess, part of the reason why they booked Nigel in the first place, is to have these kind of meaty discussions. But I think it will, for your average viewer, reach a point where there's only so much talking about a vote which happened several years ago, which a lot of people feel that they've just moved on from. You know, a lot of Britain thinks it is what it is, let's just move on. So do we want to watch it every night from our sofas, played out in front of us? I love it. I think it's really important, but I don't know whether necessarily it's the entertainment that people wanted it to be. We'll see though. What was entertaining, however, was that trial. Fishy business. Nella, she just really struggles, doesn't she? Like, it's like she is two different people. There's this Nella, and then there's trial Nella. Thank God she had Sam there in that trial. He did an absolute... He played a blinder. He was amazing in that trial. And I think that will have won him a lot of fans who potentially just thought he was slightly annoying in camp. I I think now they'll be thinking, like, good on him. He was an absolute trooper and he really got through that. So a really good episode for him. We also can't not talk about Marvin's revelation about how he proposed to Rochelle. He hired an island in the Maldives and popped the question. Now, people always used to say that these talent shows, JLS obviously, famously runners-up on the X Factor. These talent shows, you know, there's no talent left. No one ever really became that famous off the back of them. Well, Marvin has got enough money to hire an island to propose to Rochelle on. So Simon Cowell is doing something right, isn't he? Maybe it's time to bring back these talent shows just so that we can all start trying to make some money. I also really enjoyed the revelation that their eldest child was conceived in just one night in New York. At least we haven't got a Beckham situation where it was called Brooklyn, because obviously they'd already taken that, and instead the Humes family just went for a normal name. Again, these campfire conversations. Do you feel like Rochelle's probably at home going, I can't believe he just told everyone that we had sex in New York? Funny stuff. If you were married to, or going out with someone famous, would you say these things are off limits? Or would you just hope that they knew that there'd be some things that were off limits? I would definitely give my husband a list of, like, these are the things which you will not reveal about me if I was a famous person. Even if I wasn't a famous person, I think I would be. But that's why I'm not a famous person. So there we go. Anyway, this has been About Last Night. I've been Felicity Cross. You can join me for more ramblings every morning after I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.